Welcome back. So we're looking at an MTF Aroon, or we will be, and we want to see how that has anything to do with our TTM squeezes. Those are interesting. Okay. So we like checking those out. So we'll get rid of some of the other things that we have here. They're not that important. And our ADX label isn't that important. We'll keep our uptrend and downtrend labels, just they're not really in the way. And we have a long-term squeeze, or maybe even a midterm per se. It's a 55 period. Some might even consider that still short-term. All right. But what we do have down here is a reversal scan. And this is one that I like to use a lot. And it seems that the reversal scan does pick up when this signal happens. Okay. So let's take our little reversal scan and we'll just drop it one lower. And when this happens, that's a typical sign of a possible reversal. Okay. And if we bring it out to different time frames, we see different things happen as that reversal takes place. And this is ACIC. I'm only honing on this one. It just kind of looked right. Seems like we did fall below when I was charting it. Looks like I at least had some point to chart this and then stopped. It must have severely lost my interest. I must have got bored with it. Okay. So I realized that was no longer a viable trade until we got back into bullish. So that it's very possible we're going to see that happen. All right, but these are gamma stocks right now. So this is a list of the gammers. And it looks like big lots. So we get that reversal signal and then an uptrend here. We get the reversal signal here and a downtrend. Okay. So when you get the reversal signal, it isn't going to tell you exactly which way it's going to reverse, just that it is a reversal signal. Okay, now BTU. Interesting. Now this one, check that out. All the way from 8 cents up here to $15. Imagine the people that got in here at 8 and 10 cents and 25 cents, 50 cents a share. And you can see that's right about where that level is. They kept this bottom right here all the way through here. So check out the people who were in here. These are the real whalers. And then they started selling off, selling off, selling off, selling off. And they can sell off all the way up into here. Imagine what they paid 8 cents for, you paying $10 and $11 for. I mean, they're making, what, 1,000, 10,000%? I mean, that's incredible. But what's even more incredible is that we got one reversal signal as it happened. But boom, major reversal, and it took off. And we didn't get another reversal signal then. So this is also a little early birdie, type of signal. Okay, and we saw it got that reversal there, and it did reverse, hit a low, and then it went off. Let's take it out to the daily and see. Now, we don't see anything on the daily. We don't see anything on the weekly. All right, but we do see that it might hit this high, and it really hasn't even... Yeah, this is so interesting. This has a long way to go. I do believe that it is going to pull back because this is the nature of the beast, to come up, top out, and then pull back. All right. So I'm probably expecting a high somewhere and a pullback into this earnings. Let's see where some levels are through here. These might be important. Let's take the height right here. That seems to be pretty important. And we'll run that across. Let's see, we get our doji there. Okay. So we'll see how we continue to travel, and we'll plot some more charts as they appear. I mean, or we could come in and just do a little Fibonacci. We can demonstrate that here. I will demonstrate you. Okay. Let's see, time series, where is it? Fans. The fans are fun. Fibonacci fans are fun. Here's a Fibonacci retracement. All right, and we'll just go from the low here to the high and try to get it exactly on. If you can't, you can go in and adjust that. And within a cent, I'll take it. Oh, okay, 10 cents, I'll take it. But that'll give you some areas to look for where bounces might happen. All right. And now that we've got this one all covered with a bunch of things, and see our reversal here. So we're going to want to add that reversal, say, to the upper chart, and we want to give it a little chart bubble. So let's just go over here to our little studies, and we have a place where it's saved for our chart bubbles, so we don't have to longhand. All right. And let's see, what do we want? We want a green bubble. All right, so we'll just copy that green bubble. And we'll bring it over here to our reversal scan. And we'll do reversal. Let's see here. And that should work here too. And we'll do, reversal from a bar go. Okay. And we're going to want that to say, yes, reversal. And, I mean, color green. But we should come in here and plot this to where it also knows whether it's above and below certain moving averages and yada, yada, yada. And that'll help us know whether it's a bullish and or bearish reversal, and that could be useful later. All right. But now as we have this plotted, you know, maybe it's not as useful anymore. So we'll go with define, because now we have our little chart bubble. And we can change this to upper to let us know that it's on the upper chart. And we can declare this, or, well, here, let's hash that out, leave that there for later, and then we'll declare upper now. So you can switch in between. Or I believe if you just don't put anything, you can take it in between whichever one you want. Okay. So now we see that we have that. And this is a signal that we look for. So if it's present, it's present. If it isn't, it isn't. Okay. And we see here, we get a reversal, and then boom, price takes off. So you'll have to see how it reacts previously, and that will tell you how it's very possibly going to react in the future. Many of those look the same too. You know, whichever one I was just last on, it looked the same. I'll have to go up in here and see. I've been through a bunch of them. Oh well. All right. So there's a good signal there. So we can look for when up crosses above down, and that is above 50%. That is a very bullish thing too. And it looks like the moving averages are catching this as an uptrend as well. So it looks like the Dow will continue to uptrend. And even though we weren't able to buy in at the low, it's very possible that we can still get in the Dow while it's in a nice little range here before they take the price. Oh, biscuit. Before they take the price higher. Here we go. All right. And where were we at? Looks like we were somewhere right around in here. All right. And it looks like this right here. Perfect. All right, so we'll look for a break above and or below this range, and we've got some things coming up and some dividend payouts. Oh, okay, nice little dividend. So isn't that interesting how the dividend payout is, you know, the market open day? So let's see what happens then, but that's a nice dividend payout comparable to price. I really like that, and it's still benefits you to get in now at this price with the current dividend payout. Okay. It's actually maybe even 5 cents, 4 cents, and a couple tenths underrated via dividend over good payout. So it's a very good deal. It looks like this Dow could be a good deal here. And I see that it topped out at 71.14, so that might even be a range that it's stuck in for just a little bit. Interesting. So we get to see how this one plays out on the long terms, but should continue to come up. All right, looks like BTBT's on the list again. All right, and now BTBT looks a lot like how the AMC chart looked. Okay. And it does not seem on the daily that our reversal signals are happening, but we do get the Aroon signals that tell us when to buy in on the rocket ship, if you happen to see one. So this is why we need to have a MTF Aroon so you can switch your time frames. On the Aroon, say you want to look at a daily time frame, but you want to trade it with an Aroon on a 30-minute or 15-minute time frame. Well, that's very, very, very interesting, right? Right. Okay. Like this down signal and this up signal happening at the same time. Tricky. And then price falls off. Only for the Aroon up to go positive and it continue to fall down as a major divergence for a huge pop at the end, which is probably the shorts covering. Okay. Nothing fancy. And this is a 55 period squeeze, and we've got a simple moving average here. And this would have, based on previous ideas, given you a signal to buy in, making you stuck from this line below. And this line right here seems to be about fair value. And that's about where this little harami is now. How neat. All right, so we'll get off of these gamma ones because they seem to be bringing up just all these meme things. And I've been charting all over them, so it gets confusing. Try to keep a clean chart here. Oh, looks like I've been here too. Here we go. Downtrend, reversal, keeps downtrending. All right. AGTC, reversal, reversal, and price pops. Now we're hitting a low. All right. So let's go over here and we'll grab our Aroon. Your Aroon. And you want the Aroon indicator, not the Aroon oscillator. All right. And that's, that'll have this little key lock on it. And you can take and copy all of this stuff here. All right. Now, I'll get rid of the one that I added. And you'll see that this has some signals in it, but everything else is the same. And for one of our inputs, we're going to add an aggregation. So input. And then we'll just do, AGG equals did that to me last time too. Then we'll do aggregation period, and you can say day. And you'll make sure you want to close that out. But now this won't work on the daily. It will have to be lower than the aggregation period that your time chart is on. So let's take a look. We're on daily. It works fine. Let's continue to move down, or let's move just outside of it. Move on weekly. Since it's on daily, that's fine. Take your Aroon here. Oh. There we go. And go outside of your weekly. Let's go quarterly. Oh, and it still works good. All right, so maybe they've even fixed that part. Maybe they're able to fix those double aggregate issues. I'm trying to break it. Oh. Okay. Let's go down to 1 hour. And we'll go down to 1 hour. Now let's go to 4 hour. Now let's change this to daily. All right, cool. I like that. Thank you, Thinkorswim. So that's awesome. So now we've got our Aroon, and we can adjust the time frames to whatever we like. And that gives us a multiple time frame Aroon if we want to keep track of a 4-hour time chart. And then let's just say we want to trade our Aroon on a 5-minute or 15-minute basis. Whether you want to have a 150 period Aroon, or you want to have a 14 period Aroon, or this standard 25 period. I happen to like the 55. That way every 55 candles you're getting a good signal. So you know whether a lot of times the signal is viable or not. As we can see, we catch this bottom here as we slide into this big explosion. Okay. And let's see, how did this reversal handle it? All right, well, reversal, and then it just kept on going down. Okay. So not all signals will be right all the time, but that's why we use multiple signals. All right, but that gives you a nice little chart bubble to let you know when a reversal is happening. And it gives you a multiple time frame Aroon that you can change over in and outside of your favorite time frames. And then comparing those against your squeezes. You can see them here. How your Aroon might act from, let's say, a reversal point, and then trend back up, to a height and top out, and then a little selling off pressure. But the bulls didn't lose control, to a squeeze upwards. Okay. And that's really interesting to chart here. We're charting something like this from a low to a high to a low to a high as it fizzles out. And we might even consider these to have been possible entry and exit points along the way. Okay. When our simple moving averages break our long-term TTM squeezes just outside of the direction that we're looking for it to travel. And then when it starts to trade sideways, we know that it really needs to collect up shares, regather, get some strength, and then it can continue on with the trend. Okay. So I think that's all I really have here for this video. So thank you for watching. Thanks for showing your support. Hit the like button and subscribe. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.